welcome to Scan here on Scan TV. I'm Renee Maxwell.
And I'm Maryann Fama.
And our special topic today is Scan's recent annual awards luncheon. And we say annual because it's been for many years, except last year. So we had a wonderful time, and we'd like to tell you some of the people who were honored. We honored 5 people. First of all, the leader of distinction was Pat Bowes.
Yes, and she has retired from being the Executive Director of Scan, and she was honored. And the Leader of Distinction Volunteer Award went to Jack Livingstone.
Mm-hmm. Oh, lovely. And the other winners were Susan Kiley, who was a county commissioner and deputy director. The leader of the Philanthropy Community Award was to the Grunin Foundation, who provided Scan with many hours of Zoom, without which we really could not have continued.
That's right. Okay. And the Leader of Distinction Award went to Monmouth University.
Mm-hmm. So let's talk a little bit about that beautiful luncheon.
Yes,
okay.
It was lovely.
It was lovely.
The grounds of the club was absolutely beautiful. We enjoyed the outdoor day. It was lovely. And inside, it was a beautiful banquet hall with a large table loaded with gifts that we could bid on and hope to win something.
And I did win something.
Oh, did you?
I
What
won
did you?
I won a lovely basket of wine. 2
How
bottles
nice.
of wine and all kinds of accessories. It was really lovely. And I do have to mention the name of the place. It was Eagle Oaks.
Yes.
Golf
yes.
Club.
Yes.
Eagle Oaks Golf and Country Club out in Farmingdale. A beautiful, beautiful place. And the weather was gorgeous.
Perfect weather,
Yeah, you're
exactly.
right. And these gifts were all lined up with a number. And, as regularly, they had a little basket, and you put a card of numbers, and you put your number in. And I never win anything. However,
Good for
if
you,
I had to
Renee.
win something, the wine basket was certainly
A good win.
absolutely,
Yes,
absolutely good. Did you win anything?
No, I did not. I took a chance on the money pot of money. Didn't win, but that's okay. I had a
we
great
know
time.
who did win.
Oh, who did?
It was a person who is in our Scan class.
Oh, how
and
nice!
he told me it was $250.
Oh, that's great.
I thought there were thousands in there. I mean, that thing was filled with, I guess it must have been singles.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And the food, wasn't the food excellent?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yes.
I think we have some pictures of the food.
Yes.
I mean, everything was presented so beautifully. They had the salad, and then people came and whisked that
That's true, they did.
dish away, and then they brought out and you had your choice. And I had the steak, which was wonderful, and it was just lovely. It was a lovely, lovely time.
And Renee, as you well know, we had a Crammer crew out there, and it was our first shoot. Why don't we go to the tape?
Good idea. Picture can say 1,000 words.
Since 1988, SCAN has been New Jersey's premier nonprofit provider of social education and health and wellness programs for adults. And this year, the Senior Citizens Activities Network held its annual luncheon, raising more than $33,000 at its annual Leaders of Distinction Luncheon. The annual luncheon, which is SCAN's signature fundraising event, was held on October 19th at the prestigious Eagle Oaks Golf and Country Club in Farmingdale, New Jersey. This year's honorees included Susan M. Kiley, the County Commissioner Deputy Director, former SCAN Executive Director Pat Bowes, SCAN member and volunteer instructor Jack Livingstone, as well as Monmouth University and the Grunin Foundation.
SCAN is just a wonderful organization for the seniors, and I'm honored to be a part of it in a small way.
SCAN has been a great partner for us over the years relative to the work they do with what is one of the largest senior citizen populations in the country.
It means a lot to me simply because of all the people I've been able to reach.
We're thrilled to be accepting the award from SCAN today for our collaborative work with SCAN over these many years, and in particular in the past year, our work on the community garden and our Fall Harvest Festival.
I'm happy to say that New Jersey Natural Gas actually helps create SCAN many, many years ago, which has just been a wonderful organization, really the only one of its kind in the Monmouth and Ocean County area that really focuses on seniors, their health, both mentally and physically, as well as socially. It's just been a great, great organization.
I'm here today because I'm being honored by this wonderful organization. I'm so pleased that we've come so far, especially during these turbulent times. And I believe SCAN has a wonderful future, and it is in good hands both with the new executive director and the fabulous staff at SCAN.
Those pictures were fabulous.
Wasn't it? It was
wonderful,
just beautiful.
wonderful representations of the day itself, and
Very festive.
They got good pictures of the prizes, and they got pictures of the tables, and good pictures of the speakers, of which I was one.
I know, Renee, and I must say you did a fabulous job.
Thank you very much,
Your
Maryann.
speech was lovely.
Thank you very much. What are you going to say, Maryann, on We're on TV?
Right. But it's the truth.
Oh,
I
good.
have
Thank
to
you
tell
very
you, it's
much.
the
Thank
truth.
you.
I
All the
wouldn't lie
speeches were
about
good.
that.
All the speeches were very good.
Yes.
Really enjoyed the day. And the people who did the filming, of which you were one,
I was.
they are to be congratulated and commended, because it's tough to, take pictures and not be in people's way, because you don't want to interrupt anybody's sight line. But,
Exactly. You don't want to interfere with people
Right.
having a good time, but you
Absolutely.
want to capture the event.
Absolutely.
And that's
and I think
difficult.
these pictures did very,
I
very
think
nice
so. I
job.
think it was well captured.
Absolutely.
Everything
very
was
good,
well
and we enjoyed
captured.
it very good, and I hope we can continue to do that.
I hope so too, because I look forward to next year.
Absolutely, yes. Okay.
And-
And
Well,
okay. I think the time has come, Maryann,
for us to say,
to have to say.
go to a commercial break, and we'll be back and have our interview.
Absolutely. Wonderful.
Thanks.
Thank you. Take it from me, living with diabetes is no easy task, but I learned how to manage my health condition, and so can you. The Diabetes Self-Management Program is a 6-week self-management workshop created by Stanford University. The program provides you with proven strategies to manage your diabetes and reclaim your life. You will join an interactive and mutually supportive workshop whose success builds confidence to effectively manage your diabetes and allows you to maintain an active lifestyle. See how proper nutrition, exercise, and medication management help you increase your energy, manage side effects, and keep you feeling in control. You will not only receive a copy of this book, but you will get guidance and support from others like you living with diabetes.
The Diabetes Self-Management Workshop meets once a week for 6 weeks. This innovative workshop is offered to all Monmouth County residents. Call the number on your screen to register or get additional information at scannj.org.
Welcome back to our show. I'm Renee Maxwell, and my co-host is...
Maryann Fama. And our special guest today is Mike Ciavolino, and we'll be talking to him about his new position here at SCAN. Welcome, Mike.
Welcome, Mike. I have to say welcome too.
Thank you so much from both of you. It's an honor to be here and be interviewed by you both.
Thank you very much. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right, so
Remember, we only have 15 minutes, Mike.
how far back are we going?
Well, as far back as you wish.
Something that won't bore our viewers.
That is
How about
correct.
that?
Let's
Okay.
go. It's after your birth. Okay.
Very good. Gotcha. Thank you for the guidance on that. So, last year and during the pandemic, I wrote a book for parents of special needs children called Super Parent. And the core message of that book is having a special needs child in your life is not a detour. This is the life you were meant to live. Right? And it's because my wife and I have 2 children with autism that I wrote that book. And it'll hopefully be out next year. It's being edited now. But I'll tell you something, Renee. When I got the opportunity, and Maryann, when I got the opportunity to interview at SCAN, I jumped at it. Because I'll tell you something, while the audiences may be different from special needs children, this position here at SCAN and our organization represented a wonderful opportunity to serve those that need our help here in the community. So I was instantly drawn to it. Previous to that, my background was in marketing. I owned a marketing agency here in the Jersey Shore area for 15 years. So I think the combination of those things really prepared me well for this job, and I'm very excited to take it on.
May I ask you, what product did you market?
Well, sure. So we served as an agency marketing banks and credit unions and other businesses, helping brand them, positioning them in the marketplace so that they could be chosen by consumers, and then also some of their products and services. So banking, healthcare, hospitals.
Okay. A long jump from SCAN to banking, or from banking to SCAN.
Certainly is, but I will tell you something though, Renee, there are many parallels that I've found once I started this role. The first of which is all the people that you get to interact with, that impact you, that you learn from, and that you get to work with. Problem solving, figuring out how we're going to offer more programs and services here for our seniors, sort of parallels to some of the responsibilities I had in my other role. But mostly it's about the people, which is what made this job so great so far.
Do you have any hobbies that you can tell us about?
Sure. I'll try not to bore our audience to tears, but
they won't be bored.
I play a little bit of piano at home. Thankfully, you didn't ask me to do that today. We have 16-year-old triplets, so household chores are a necessary hobby. As we like to say, the laundry and dishes are never done, they're managed.
Okay.
So I do a lot of cooking at home. As I mentioned at the outset, I wrote that manuscript last year, so writing is a big hobby of mine, and reading and spending time with my children and family.
That's wonderful. And what are your favorite recipes, since you like to cook?
Well, it depends on what we're doing. So I do a lot of smoking on my Big Green Egg. Shout out to Big Green Egg. You can sponsor SCAN, by the way. And so I'll make a brisket or a pork shoulder or a spare rib. So I like to do that. And then Italian specialties. My dad was Italian, so we made a lot of that, Sunday dinners and, eggplant, lasagna. I like to make those home comfort meals, and especially when you're cooking for 3 16-year-olds. So you need something that's going to go a long way that all of them will eat.
Are they fussy eaters?
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone likes something different.
Okay, that's good. And let me ask you this. Did you, what was your background in your education? What was your educational background?
Sure. So I went to William Patterson University up in Wayne, New Jersey. And I wanted to be a TV broadcaster, believe it or not. That was the first, some kids want to be astronauts. This was my thing. I want to be on TV. So that never really worked out. But
it's working out today,
it's
Mike.
great. Here I am on
Yes,
TV
absolutely.
with Renee and Maryann. So dreams do come true. Thanks to you.
That's right.
So I was majored in communications, so I always knew that that was what I wanted to do with my life in some way or another. So I was on the radio at the radio station there at college, and then did that after college. I worked at the Patterson News, so I always loved the old world of media and TV and print, which has sadly sort of gone away. The columnists that we all love to read on Sunday mornings and their unique perspective on issues that we just don't kind of get anymore. So I always loved that. And so when I went to school, I knew that's what I wanted to study. Unfortunately, a doctor was off the table for me. Unfortunately for my mother, who wanted me to pursue that.
Of course. Every mother does.
Yes. Why don't you be a doctor? Go.
And how did you hear about SCAN?
So interestingly enough, one of my clients from my marketing agency had heard that our previous executive director was stepping down and that there was a new opportunity. So she had forwarded it to me. And you know how sometimes, Maryann, where you'll put something out into the universe?
Yes.
And it will come back to you, right? Sometimes good, sometimes not so good. So you have to be careful what you put out there. But I was looking for an opportunity. I was looking to give and to serve, and preferably somewhere here close to home where I live, where I've grown up in Monmouth County. And so when I got the email, I couldn't believe it when I was reading it. And so I instantly sent in a letter to
So the
the
Scan,
powers that be.
did Scan reach out to you via email? Is that it? Or is,
No, a client had seen the listing, the
Okay.
job listing, and forwarded it to me. So then I reached out to Scan.
Where is something like that listed?
I think they put it on a job board called Indeed.com.
Okay,
Yeah, and then they also put it on their website,
I see.
and they put it on Facebook. Yeah.
Oh,
So somewhere, some folks saw it, and I'm grateful to have gotten it.
wonderful. Well, we're very lucky to have you, Mike.
Thank you.
Yes,
That
we
means a
are.
lot to
Rose did a
me.
wonderful job in the 10 years she was here. Really wonderful, and I know you will have many good contributions to SCAN, and we're looking forward to what you're bringing to SCAN.
Thank you. I appreciate that very, very much coming from you. That means a lot to me.
Thank you.
I will tell you that, Pat, as we know, has dedicated her life and
Yes.
career
Yes.
to seniors and the aging.
Yes.
And obviously leaves us with massive shoes to fill. But she's built a legacy upon which we can now grow the agency. And so it's a wonderful opportunity, and I'm very, very excited about it.
Well, the good thing is you don't have to fill those shoes because they're high heels.
Right.
That's
Okay,
right.
so you can wear your, whatever you wear.
My flats.
Your
flats.
I
comfy
need that.
shoes.
If I was in high heels, that could be a whole segment we could do, because it would be hilarious.
Not on this show. Not
that's,
on this show. No, that requires another kind of.
It's like dumb pet tricks, I think that show is, or something.
So tell me a little bit more about the book that you've written. I'm curious about that.
Sure. So the book is not only chronicles our journey as parents of 2 children with autism, but also gives the stories of other parents who go through the same thing and how they managed the emotional part of it, the practical part of it, what experiences having those children, what it did to change their life. For example, this woman had a special needs child and just couldn't make anything happen at home. She couldn't keep up with any of the work or making dinner. So she started to mess around with these recipes, these slow cooker recipes, and then founded a company called Zen of Slow Cooking based on this premise. And now when they ship out their Zen of Slow Cooker packages, I wish I had one I could show you, because it's like this size. Those orders are fulfilled by special needs adults that work in a warehouse and package and send them out. So not only was she able to create a time-saving life hack for special needs parents and other busy moms, but then also created jobs for other special needs people. So it's inspirational stories like that.
How old were your children, Mike, before you discovered these?
So they were born prematurely, and 2 of them spent 41 days in the NICU. So my daughter, pretty early on, we knew that something wasn't right, and there were some issues immediately. My other son, we have 2 boys and a girl. So my son, who's on the spectrum, that sort of developed when he was around 2 years old. We noticed behavioral changes. And I talk about that in the book too,
Yes.
what people can
Can
watch
look
for, where a child withdraws from the family or will just spin something repetitively or repetitive behavior, not smiling or making eye contact. And so we started to observe those things, and it was quite a blow, honestly. It was really hard to manage
I'm
that.
sure it was.
You had waited a while to marry, hadn't you?
That's correct. I did, yeah. I was starting to be,
Starting to be a confirmed bachelor.
Correct. I thought that was...
When love flew in.
That's right. That's right.
Tell us a little bit about your wife.
Well, my wife is wonderful, and we've
Well,
been...
that we know. That we just know.
And a saint, because she's married to me. Right? But we were just married 24 years on, I don't know when this is airing, but November 1st of
nice.
2021. So I'm very grateful for that. She is an oncology nurse practitioner. specializing in leukemia. She's been doing that for 20 years now. So she's at one of our local area health systems where she works alongside physicians helping patients with leukemia and other kinds of blood cancers. So you can imagine it was incredibly helpful to us having a nurse
Absolutely.
manage three
children.
infants in our home.
Do you have additional help in the house?
We had some family that helped us out.
Yeah. With the triplets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need
It was
family.
never ending. Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
they in school today?
No, they're off today because it is teachers, one of their
Conferences.
Convention
Oh,
days.
You should love teacher convention. I'm a former teacher. You
Yeah.
should love it.
I hate it.
Of course, parents do.
So they're 16 now, so they're off doing, whatever they're doing. I'm sure it's up to no good.
Well, what are some of their interests?
So my son is in the band at school. He's in color guard, actually.
Oh, wonderful.
And he's also taking college-level Spanish classes at Shore Regional. And then my other son is with his grandparents, and he likes to ride his bike, and more the dirt biking kind of kid that gets dirty, and the other kid is more the studious one. And then my daughter likes to go shopping.
What,
Don't we all?
in a nutshell, what are some of the immediate plans that you have for Stan, if you can share them with us?
Sure. So we're ramping up the number of different activities that we've done in the past. Not only because, thankfully, we're through seemingly the worst of the pandemic, but it's time to do that, and we want to expand our brand and our reach to more seniors in Monmouth and Ocean County. So we're having our first annual Golf and Tennis Classic. That is July 18th at Eagle Oaks Country Club. There'll be information on our website about that. We are also bringing back the Senior Expo and Fashion Show, which I'm hopeful you'll both be participating in.
That was fun.
That will be Friday, May 13th, right here at Monmouth Mall.
Okay.
We are also planning a Dine to Donate, where all of us can go out together to eat at a fabulous restaurant, and some of the proceeds will go to SCAN. So we have fellowship, fun, and some fundraising at the same time. And then we're also considering a walkathon, where we can all get together and get donations for miles that we walk together, and raise some money and awareness for SCAN.
Thank you
Sounds
so
great.
much,
Sounds
Mike.
great,
It was
Mike.
wonderful.
And good luck to you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Continued
Thank you for
success
having me
at
on,
SCAN.
and I appreciate that.
It was
You're
a
both
pleasure.
lovely.
Oh,
We
thank
should do
you.
this for a living.
Well, we shall.
A new career.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. And it was really fun to have Mike with us today.
Yes, it was.
And,
Thank you so much.
he's such a good guest. We're going to have him back.
It's my pleasure.
Okay. Thank you, Mike.